Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sometimes life lives and the life starts a little later than usual. But here we are. We're going to talk about today, as you know, this whole week we're talking about the problem solution fit and how that's so important for your coaching business because if you don't fix a problem that people are willing to pay for, they're not going to pay for it because it's not a problem that it's not a pain point. It's not something that it's not painful enough for them to go, if your coaching is a nice to have, that's where the problem is. We need to make sure that yours is a must have, right? Because clients don't buy the best solution. They buy the solutions they believe they'll work for them. So the fastest way to get clients to choose you over anyone else is to refine your solution so it feels like you're the only option that makes sense. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So today I'll show you how to take your solution, refine it, and position it so the clients sees it as the natural next step. Like they see like, oh my God, this is exactly what I need. Okay, what I need to do to get it, right? Most solutions don't stand out in the coaching world because of they either fall into the three of these categories. Maybe they're too generic. They go, you say 12 sessions of life coaching. That's too generic. That's too, they're maybe too confusing. You say, for example, oh, it's 8 modules, 4 frameworks, 20 exercises, 2 life calls. It's too much. I go, what's the point of that, right? Or 3 is too common. When you sound like what everyone else is offering. And the result of if you fall into any of those 3 is the clients shop around and they delay decisions or they ghost you because it's like choosing between 10 identical bottle of waters, right? They all look the same and you just grab the cheapest one. Because if everything looks the same, if everything looks like very, you just go, okay, so if she offers 12 sessions of coaching or life coaching and this person offers 8, I'm just going to go with the 8. So we need to make sure that whatever you're offering is very well defined, right? Really well, defined. So I'm going to show you how to refine your coaching offer. And the way that usually I do this with people that already have a coaching offer is there's 4 steps. Step number 1, make sure that you make it tangible, right? Don't sell sessions or coaching. I keep saying this over and over again, and I'm never going to get tired of saying this over and over again because my hope is that you hear it enough times that you'll stop doing it, and maybe there's new ears here that that I'm going to say I'm always going to be talking to a new person, right? So if I can save one person, I'll be happy. So don't just sell sessions or coaching time. Sell a named process, a blueprint, a method. So, for example, don't say 12 weeks of coaching, say the confidence blueprint, a 3-step system to stop people pleasing and set boundaries that stick. See, specific, sexy. It's no longer now 12 weeks of coaching. It's your confidence blueprint, right? Your confidence cheat sheet. There's a name for it. Make it a name, give it a name, right? And use ChatGPT for that. So now we have AI that can help you with this. Step 2, simplify the path. Break your method into 3, 4 steps max. Like with my clients, I usually do 3 because it's simple. Clients believe in simple. If it's simple, they feel, oh, I can do that. It's a simple framework. For example, understand, build, maximize, or define, create, thrive, right? 3-step framework. And then under those frameworks, you have the sessions. You have the sections that are going to happen every single week under that pillar, right? I call it pillars. So that's step number 2, simplify the path. Step number 3, differentiate from the alternatives. Ask yourself, like, what makes your solution different from therapy, do-it-yourself, or any other coach? What makes it different? So, for example, you can say, unlike therapy, which focuses on the past, the system is action-focused and gets you results in 90 days. Like, one thing very important in marketing, if you don't address the elephant in the room, meaning if you don't address the other methodology they can use to get to the same results, they will think, well, those are also valid. For example, if I have this new way of losing weight, which is like chew a specific gum, right? Whatever, right? And I just talk about all the benefits of chewing that gum and how, it releases whatever, that suppresses your appetite, blah, blah, blah. But I never address the fact that, they can also do keto. They can also count calories. They can also go to the gym. If I don't address those other factors they can also use and how my gum is better than whatever that's out there, they're still going to feel, oh, then there's other options are still very much valid. You need to destroy those, right? So you need to address the elephant in the room. And that's what you do also with differentiate from the other alternatives. It's so important that you do this. A lot of coaches, they really feel that it's all, you have to make sure that your offer leaves no what do you call it? No questions of like that's the best solution, because you talked about how the other ones might be good, but maybe you also you don't want to batch the other options, right? You don't want to say, oh, it's horrible. No. So hey, they're good, but maybe they are just not complete. They'll get you. It's like they'll get you. It's a band-aid, right? So that's what you want to do. The first option, or the first step, you want to make sure to anchor to a big result. So position your solution as a bridge from the problem, because that gives you the desired result. So for example, you say stop waking up at 3 a.m. anxious at 3 a.m. to start sleeping through the night with energy to crush the day, right? Anchor to the big result. What's the benefit of them stopping to waking up anxious at 3 a.m.? What's the benefit of that, right? So just give you some, because in every video I give you some real life examples with three different industries, or three different coaching markets. So with a life coach, for example, instead of just saying I help you find balance, say for example the offer can be the boundary blueprint, a 3-phase method to stop people pleasing, set boundaries, set limits, and feel confident again, right? So you can see one is like, oh, just fluffy 12-week thing, but this one is more boundary blueprint. Instead of just saying, for example, if you're a health coach, instead of just saying, I'll help you lose weight, no, the busy lawyer fitness formula, right? A step-by-step plan to drop 20 pounds without fad diets, or even a 6-hour, or a 6-hour week, or 80-hour week. If you, for example, in the leadership coaching or executive coaching, instead of saying, I'll help you step into leadership, which means nothing, you can say, for example, the executive edge, right? A 3-step method for women in tech to overcome self-doubt, lead with confidence, and land promotions. The truth here is that people buy solutions they understand. Don't try to be fancy. Fancy fails. Simple scales. One of my mentors says that all the time. Make sure that it's simple. Don't try to be. I give this example all the time of a former client of mine that said, "Hey, one second. A client of mine that said, oh, I'll help women find their inner warrior." I'm like, that's fancy. Stop being fancy. What does that mean, right? Marnie, you said, Sally, I've been trying to figure out which brilliant marketing woman to send me that coffee mail. I'm here. I'm guilty. And by the way, just to be honest, because it said coffee, I'm not the biggest coffee person in the world. Even as a Portuguese, it's bad for me to say that. But I love tea. I love tea. That's me. I'm so glad we're connected here. So just to go back. So the truth is, like, we need, people buy the solution, right? And the clearer and simple your process looks, the more inevitable it feels. It's like, oh my God, right? The goal isn't to be here. The goal isn't for you to be one more option amongst many, right? The goal is for you to make your solution feel like is the only logical solution. You want it to be like, oh my God, crazy that, how you want people to almost feel, oh my God, how didn't see this before, right? That's what you want. That's the goal. And so I don't know, if you're just watching this, and Marnie, this is also you, if you're just watching this video, I highly recommend, whatever you're watching this from, because I'm streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, go back to the previous videos that I did this whole week, because this whole week, all we talked about is problem, solution, fit into the market. Like, how do you do? And yesterday, I gave you clear examples on how to validate your offer. A lot of you guys, a lot of coaches, you create these amazing offers. You're seeing, oh my God, my offer is amazing. And I'm sure there it is, right? But the angle that you're marketing, or the message you're putting around it, is not landing because you never validated that offer. You just went behind closed doors, you created that brilliant thing, and then you go, here, market, buy my thing. And they never validated it, right? You created it for yourself. Congratulations, pat in the back. Now what, right? You got to validate it. You got to validate. How do you validate it? You go to the market. You hear market feedback. People will vote with their money. That's it. If it's that's the only way to validate an offer anyway. If people go and pay for it, you go, okay, awesome, that's good. If they don't pay, now you start to understand, okay, so what are they saying? Why they're not buying? Why they're not saying yes? What is it? And you need to know how to unpeel that onion, because people will say, I'll think about it, or it's money, or it's this. Those are all small screens. We need to kind of unpeel and really understand why is it expensive? It's not really that it's expensive, right? It's priorities, right? Buying a $20 fishing rod for me is hella expensive because I don't fish. So anything above a cent to fishing, anything fishing related, it's going to be really expensive for me because I don't fish. It's not something that I do, right? But then if it's something that, for example, if it's like a pistachio ice cream, I mean, I can pay $20 for that. I love ice cream, especially pistachio. And if you just letting you know, if you want to bribe me on any way, just offer me ice cream. I'll do anything for a good ice cream, pistachio ice cream, gelato. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Next week, as every week we have a different theme. Next week we're going to be talking about how to craft your coaching framework. I keep telling you guys, you need an offer, you need a system, you need a framework. Why? Because you don't want to reinvent the wheel every time you start working with a client new, right? You reinvent. No, we need a framework, right? And of course, every client's journey is going to be different, but there's definitely milestones that need to go through to get to the goal that they want to achieve. So next week we're going to talk all about that. Make sure to check out also the other themes that we did the week before. We talked about the niche, how to niche down, what is a niche anyway, what isn't a niche. So we talked all about that. And the week before that, we talked all about offers, because everything starts with an offer. I hope this is valuable. I really hope this is helpful. I know that these videos don't get a lot of views because they're not sexy, but there's the things that make you money. I promise you. Those are the things that I work with my clients one-on-one as well. Okay, I'm going to hang out for another 20 seconds just to see if there's any comments, any questions, anything that, as always, if you're watching this on replay, #replay, and leave the comments. I always come back to this in terms of like, if you want me to look at your offers, if you want feedback on your offers, feel free. I love doing this. Guys, I work on weekends. Yeah, well, when my family doesn't have, like, it's this dance that I have to have with my family. Like, I like, because weekends I don't have calls, right? So I can just like focus on doing my clients' work. But I love this. I absolutely love this. And usually when I work with clients, I want to make sure they also love what you do. I was just talking to someone and I was telling her, your business becomes your everyday. So it's important that, it becomes, you love what you do. And it's you target audience something you love with, because you have to kind of obsess over them. Okay, that's it. No comments coming in live right now. I'm gonna then go on and enjoy my weekend. Okay, hope you guys have a good weekend. As a good Portuguese, always, big kiss, big hug, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.